As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Start on the ground with Spears, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Texans very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Levis's throw is on target to Burks. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Levis. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And it's fielded at the 34. A beautiful fake. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Texans will take over. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Harris now off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup of 38.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. And now they'll shift things around. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Harris to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Harris toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. Those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. At their own 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Levis out of the shotgun now. Looking middle, and that's complete. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. First down, Titans. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running left, it's Henry. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Levis sets up to throw here. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. And this one is right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Pass midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now they'll change things around before the snap. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's...
Touchdown, Texans! A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Levis to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a deep ball here, Holman just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down. Harris is caught. Here's Langford. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. To throw is Harris. A final shot before break. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Sly able to put this one through. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead. And they've got that. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Levis from the gun. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, here's Levis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game. That's
pulled in at the 32. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Harris looking to throw on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Given 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. A 2nd down throw from Levis. Over the middle, it's complete. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Levis looking to throw. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Touchdown! Chigakonkwo from 17 yards out. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Off play action. Harris airing one deep for Riddick. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. They're able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Levis. They shakes it off.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now Harris throwing on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Harris now going to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this will be a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Titans on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Levis. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down at the 28. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks, 87 yards. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now down to 20.
37, Titans 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A good pickup there, 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 31. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Fights off the tackle at the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
1st and 10, it's Levis.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Here we go.
Levis now on 1st and 10. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
24-yard gain on the play.
Play action now. Levis. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
A great play there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Levis will try to throw for the 2.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Tossing this out wide to McFarland. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.